done. All right, so now here's the thing. That does put us just within 3 of doing Azaka's Procession, which we could work on today, or we could activate. Patron powers activate. And go do Overwhelming Force. So, area completion goal 450. But look, EO5 influence. And over 7,000 ruby coins. This is what we want. So what we want, this is like where, oh, nice. This is where we want to save a tomb thing. Okay. This is when we actually want to, take a look at doing patron stuff. Is like now, okay, we have an efficient variant to do. Perfect. That's exactly the time to be like, okay, pause for the cause being lots of patron influence. And see what we can make of it. How do I do this formation? There we go. This, we don't get Regis, but that's fine. We can just fill in the blank with Dritz. Fill in the blank with Dritz. Coming soon to none. Let's go. I'm going to do that one. Damage just in case. Just in case. And then we'll actually save this formation. Gold, yeah. We'll end up saving this formation once we have Penelope up to her second spec choice. Because we may very well want to do this exact same layout for every other Mirt patron thing in Tomb at some point. If we need more damage, we can always swap Caddy Bree with Minsk, but Minsk is currently one of our few speed champions, so we want to keep him in. Okay. Alright. And speed potion. Activate. Right, we have 1,000 gems. 1,000. No, big money, big money, big money. No whammies. No whammies. Stop. Damn it. What a garbage gift. Come on, big money, no whammies. Stop. No, no. Dang it. Come on. My big money, no whammies is not working now, apparently. I was doing so good the other day. Yeah, like speed potion after speed potion in the day. We're in an ad break, and then we will talk about Presto. When we come back. All right, we're back. So, um, so Presto is one of two champions currently who has a scavenger ability in the game. It's Presto and Strongheart. Presto scavenges Modron component pieces. Now that's not pipes. I want to be clear. That's these component pieces that you use to upgrade one, like from one rarity to another in pipes. So Presto can scavenge those as you play. There's a cap to the amount that he can scavenge, and the cap goes up every single day, so that you can always scavenge a few more. Um, and so if that's is that worth you getting? I mean, eventually. And then most people would just park him in a patron group, like in a background party, doing patron challenges, and just let him hoover up Modron component pieces. And then Strongheart does that, but for event tokens. Strongheart's arguably the better pickup if you don't have him over Presto, because event tokens, I mean, in a month you're going to get the equivalent of like one extra chest pack, but hey, free chest pack every month just for having Strongheart. But early on, like when you first unlock him, his cap is pretty high, and you'll get a lot of tokens. But then it averages out to make like one extra chest. So I mean, you know, the scavenger abilities are neat. They're new. Um, whether they're worth it for you depends on kind of where you are in the game and what you want. Those Modron components, they are good for upgrading, but it's feels maybe like a mid game thing, because late game you're gonna have so many extra pipes and you'll know which ones you can get rid of to get pieces. Not necessarily as big of an issue, and you can't really build the pipes you need anyway. Like basically, you can make blues into the if you run out of epics for supercharging, you can make some blues of the same kind into the epic version, but you can't make directed cross pieces, which is what you really need, right? Oh yeah. Hey, looking rider. Hey, Labernicus. Yeah, I mean, if you got a ton of time gate pieces, like I think you said you had like 200, and you still don't have like the epic speed items, like hunting the epic speed items is kind of worth it. Strongheart, yeah, Strongheart's got that same bug that he had with his season credit, where sometimes he works from the bench. Yeah, the cap goes up every day. Not every day that you own them. It just the cap goes up every day. So, that way everybody can earn the same amount of tokens with them, regardless of when you start the game. You're not limited. Current goal unlock we're working towards today? Well, we just did Overwhelming Force, the base version, and Overwhelming Force is the first efficient variant for patrons. So now we've hopped in and I'm doing it for Mirt. Doing it for Mirt, 450. And we also have Vajra available, and we'll probably do Vajras too, because the restriction is basically nothing. It's enemies deal more damage and move faster for each enemy alive, but we're click killing them. And then when we stop click killing them, we'll be like with click damage, we'll be using fire breath potions to click kill them to death. So the restriction should never really affect us. We'll see. 350, yeah, it wasn't even a thing. 450, we'll find out. We might have to put an actual bud setting formation in to make sure that we get to 450 without it coming into play. But sufficient list something in your guides. It's in the Patron 101 guide, Looking Rider, for me, I got Carlock, Orkira, and Hitch for the weekly party. So maybe Hitch is the default for everyone. I wish they'd put that at the top. I wish they'd put the default at the top. Unless it's Carlock is the default. I don't know. Okay, so Carlock is the default there. It just gave me the Hitch Golden because I probably already have the Carlock Golden and the Orkira. No, I don't. I don't know why it would have given me a Hitch Golden. I think that's weird. Okay. BBRG, is that BBEG's? Is that like a skin for BB? Like instead of the big bad evil guy, it's the big bad rowdy guy, maybe. It's BBEG in a Rowdy Roddy Piper outfit. That'd be great. I'm here for that. BBRPG? Oh no. That maybe was a little too far. A little too far. Fans are on the rise again. What's going on? Don't know why. Well, here they spinning silver. Weird. Weird. Oh, I didn't check my ticket. I opened it and then I didn't read it. Taylor responded to my bug report with, "This is a great flag. I've passed it on to development for them to take a look and patch it up." You know? So, see how long that takes. See how long that takes. See if I can. We're getting absolutely shredded in Clan versus Clan, folks. If you're in the raid clan and you haven't logged in to do your clan quest stuff, we could use it. It's ridiculous. I think when I looked at it, the other team was like double ours. Like, oh hey, we did a patron challenge. That kind of was my butt setter. I mean, this would be the only time to ever get that. So, you know what? You know what? Shake a butt. You know what? Let's see. Can we make an Archon DPS formation? I don't think we would want to be there. We would want to be like here, right? Because then Spurt is need to be here. Right? Actually, I don't think Spurt can be any good in the positioning. I want it like here. This be it? Spurt's too close. Spurt can never be. So we have to go here. Spurt would need to change. To adjacent. Do it, maybe. Good check. Now Rally is getting usurped. Centipede Net is usurped. Agile Owl is usurped. Nether is still usurped. Outflank is usurped. Okay, everything would be is usurped correctly, but I just think he's too weak. I just think he's just too. He's an E85, but I think we were doing better with. We're doing better with a regular formation, but hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for 125 areas with Archon as our bud setter, just to knock it out, because we're here already anyway, and it really doesn't matter. Like, we're click killing our way through this anyway, so why not knock that out along the way? Why not knock it out along the way? Yeah, I think Carlock is the default for everybody's. There's one champion that everybody gets, and it's clear that once one other person says the champion that you have, that's it. That's it. It's Carlock. Carlock is the commonality. Any hints for the next event champion? I mean, I'm not allowed to do that. They have here's the hint. Friday, it'll get announced in a champion spotlight. There you go. Thursday, we'll get a reworked champion spotlight, champion reintroduction, or whatever they like to call it, for the reworked champion. And Friday, we get the spotlight for the new champion. But any talk of it outside of that is spoilers territory, and we don't do that. We don't do that around here. Marky, we would any commentary on that would be a spoiler, which we just said we don't do that around here. So whether it is or isn't would be spoiler territory. That's what it means when I say we don't do that around here. We don't confirm, we don't deny, we just say you're gonna find out on Friday. Find out on Friday. We do know we do know the Flex champions in the next event. Because the next event will be the Great Modron March, so it's going to be Evelyn, Keelik, Kreidel, Jaheira, Mehen, Nordum, Nixie, and Avandra. Those are your Flex champions for the next event. Yeah, look, there's a well of spoilers in the Discord. Otherwise, you gotta you gotta keep that conversation to the well of spoilers. Otherwise, you gotta wait for the spotlights to come out. Thoughts on Nixie DPS? I mean, it's okay. I don't know that. Like, I never found her to be like OP, but she's not horrible. Oh, I don't know what other streamers talk spoilers. Yeah, if you go to the Encyclopedia Madronica site, that's a Moat site. That's a spoiler site. They pull data out of the files and post it there specifically to announce spoilers to the world. I'm looking forward to everybody getting to talk about the featured champions for the next event. I will say that, but I mean, I think I can say that for just about every event. I think I can say that for just about every event, right? It's always fun to talk about the new thing and the reworked thing. Unless said reworked thing is Naraka. Well, the next time they rework him, at least, hopefully, I'll enjoy talking about it. Elves and Volo. We have plenty of elves, and we don't need Volo. We don't need Volo. Elven Volos, good lord. Wow. Wow. Wow, are we at the point where... Oh, we are. I can stop level up quick damage. Alright. We need a Fire Breath Potion. And we're definitely going to have to switch to a pushing formation because we're already only about, it says 16, 15, E15 off. And we got 212 areas to go. Oh. This could get interesting. Alright. Alright, I'm here for you. I'll just be happy when we can pull Archon out of this formation. Nice streams. We should have that many elves. Aren't they supposed to be very rare? Well, I mean, look, it's all about what streamers like to play, right? That's what it comes down to. What do streamers like to play? And that's what we get in the game because the vast majority of these are, well, not streamers, content creators. They're not all streamers, but what do content creators like to play? Well, it seems to lean towards elves. Seems to lead towards elves and away from dwarves. Although I appreciate that Matthew Mercer has played a dwarf in Critical Role. Volo should be, well, Vola isn't canonically a were-rat, but Volo should be a were-rat. That dirty rat. That dirty rat. Yeah, Volo isn't a lycanthrope. He's just a furry, which is fine. It's the only thing about Volo that I'm okay with. He can be a furry if he wants to be. A were-pigeon? I don't even know. I don't even know. $15 areas and we can get Archon out of this formation. This is like, if you're gonna, if you know you're gonna be doing like a patron variant, if you can look at your patron chores and find one you can knock out, like this one, or you can do it right at the start of the run. If you don't want to use him for the whole run, you just put him in and build the formation out at the start of the run and do it there, like I'm doing. Then you try to get the rest as best you can. Pull him out when you're done and move on. How many times did I try to attack Volo? Try to attack him. I mean, in like my Garwar playthrough, I checked to see like if you don't try to save him in one of the instances, does he die? Because canonically he shouldn't. Because he's one of the holders of the weave, like he's one of the weave anchors. So he shouldn't be able to die because a champion of Mistra should show up and a chosen of Mistra should show up and stop that from happening. But he did in fact die, and so then I just reloaded and went back about my business. And then when I was doing my Dark Urge, at one point I was doing my best just to leave him alone. And then at one point he's like, "I know what you are," and I was all like, "So?" Then he's like, "I won't let this stand. I'm going to tell everybody." And he starts to run off. And I'm like, mistake. Killed him. Left a nice bloody splotch on the floor in my camp. Which, the camp at the time, I think we were in Baldur's Gate. And we were in the inn. So there was just a nice bloody splotch on the carpet in the inn. That was where Volo died. And I was like, wow, that really happened. And I looted the body. It's great. It's great. Best playthrough. Oh no. Oh no, Archon isn't setting Bud anymore. What? God dang it, Briv. Dang it, Briv. I'm like, why is the number not going up anymore? And it's because Briv outdamaged Archon. Oh no. I mean, we gotta put him back in. This is... It's 5 areas away. This is why you gotta do it right at the start. There, level up Archon. Is that gonna... It puts him back ahead. Okay. I should have only been leveling up Archon. Oh my god. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. One more area, we can get rid of it. Yeah. But went way up. Minsk so much better than Archon. It's my bad Minsk impression. A wear hack? Oh no. I think we're back from our ad break. Thales all next you'll be saying there shouldn't be a ton of good aligned drow running around all over the place, except there are. That's one of the great things about the most recent Dritz, Legend of Dritz books. Is the great lie is exposed. The great lie of the Spider Queen is exposed, and there are drow. There are lots of drow, and they're good. They're actually good. They don't all live in the Underdark. I've got some serious questions about Melf. So he is a male elf. Yes, Melf. Male elf. But how high or high elf is he in an elf Melf? Well, in elf Melf, he's an elf on the shelf. It was supposed to be elf on the shelf Melf, or Melf on the shelf. Like, but they didn't. I think they didn't feel that Melf on the shelf was legally distinct enough, so they called him Elf Melf, which is great. But yeah, but when the second Melf came out, we were like, we need a Melf on the shelf skin for the holidays, and they delivered. Outside of Dritz, where all these other good line drow? Well, some of them live in Minzo Baranzan, but are oppressed and manipulated, right? And then the rest are in the Frozen Norths, way beyond Icewind Dale. They live in spoilers, I guess, for books that have been out for years now. They live beneath, like in and amongst and beneath glacier shelves in the north. Yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. And I would say Jarlaxle is no longer. I know they like putting him as, like, I don't know, they list him as evil in the like the books in the dungeon, you know, the D&D books, but in the Legend of Dritz, he's not evil at all. At worst, he'd be neutral. At worst, he'd be chaotic neutral. But I would argue he's chaotic good. He just gets put into some rough situations. I think at this point, based off the most recent books, he's 100% chaotic good. Maybe neutral good, honestly. He may have even mellowed out there too, but someone have a copyright or trademark on Elf on the Shelf? Yeah, they sell Elf on the Shelf as a thing in the holidays. It's the actual name of a doll you can get, and it's the worst thing. Like, Elf on the Shelf is literally the concept, as I understand it, and someone can correct me, is that you put an elf on you bring out the Elf on the Shelf after in December towards the holiday season. And the elf is keeping an eye on the kids for Santa to make sure they're behaving. And you move him around the house at night after your kids go to bed. Which is like the worst idea. Like, hi, let's indoctrinate our kids to a surveillance state. Yeah. Yeah, someone's always watching you. You better be good. Like, I mean, Santa kind of did that already, but the elf really brings it home. The elf really brings it home. Oh God, I don't understand. I see no problems with that. Oh yeah, no. The Elf on the Shelf is creepy as hell. The Elf on the Shelf is creepy as hell. My stance on Balos alignment? So here's my stance on alignment in general between good and evil. Good is selflessness, consistent acts of selflessness, and evil is consistent acts of selfishness. And neutral is some kind of blend. You could dance the line. You could either never be selfish or selfless. That's never going to happen. You're just kind of, at times you're selfish, at times you're selfless, back and forth. That's what puts you into a neutral state. You're not consistently one or the other, in my opinion. Baloth is pretty consistently selfish. There are it comes out where you see it is when he takes every opportunity to try to get somebody to sign a contract to come work in the Black Pits. He's constantly looking out for himself and his interests. Is he at times selfless? Yes, but not enough to put him into the neutral realm, right? And arguably, when he is participating with people who are, more good aligned, it's because he's being selfish. He's doing it for himself, one way or another. Just because he's doing good things doesn't mean he's not being selfish. So, yeah. And that's why I think like modern Jarlaxle is good. Is good. Either chaotic good or neutral good at this point. Because he's pretty selfless, in my opinion. I mean, he's definitely he's got his own reasons and his own motivations, but they're not just for himself like they were in the past. Because your alignment can shift over time. Adding fiber to an elf on the shelf so the eyes glow red or green is a fun reaction. Oh. See, this is why I say it could go too far. You can add a mic and a mini camera, and you can make the eyes glow, and you can say creepy things, and it's too easy. It's too easy. Oh. I'm glad that helps, Black Widow. Again, that's just my personal take on it, but I think a lot of people are leaning more that way. It's not like why it's not just they do bad things, but like why do they do bad things? There's reasons for people to do bad things. People don't just do bad things in a vacuum. I mean, they could, but their cake is not my cake. And on that note, AFK, I need to get rid of this cannon and go take a bio break. I'll be right back, folks. All right, I'm back. Why can I not? I'm like, why do I not hear music? It's because the song just stopped. All right. That makes more sense. 4:22. We're getting close. Getting close. That's getting close too to area health. We got 24 areas to go. How's our speeds? Almost worn off. So 450 is about the right length up here. I should not have used an hour of click damage. That was a bit of a waste, but that's okay. Evil begins when you treat people as things. I mean, that's selfishness, right? Like when you don't see anyone else's view or existence as valid outside of your own, that's selfishness, right? And there's different degrees of selfishness. So I would park that under that. I don't know if that's where it begins, but there's definitely a solid correlation with that. And then, it'll hydrate. Cream cheese. I have cream cheese in the fridge, but I'm not just going to eat cream cheese. I'll put cream cheese on a bagel. I already had lunch, and it's the afternoon. That's a breakfast thing for me. How do you fit in the vacuum? It's only for real small people, real tiny, like fairies and. Yeah. Somebody's shrunk you down with a potion, that kind of stuff. Clearly. 5 areas to go. Final area. Kill the boss. Oh, Spurt Alt. Oh, help. Or not. Good lord. Mince Cult? Oh, wow. Yeah, Winston. Slowly. Slowly. There it goes. We did it. We did it. I'm going to continue for a hot second, though, because we're going to... Oh, hold on. Let me leave this out. I want to get Penelope's cooldown back, and I want to let a bunch of people walk across her ultimate. Ooh, mine's just gonna fall over. Yeah, that's not really helping me much. Now we're ready. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna make a favor. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. Now E23 and I have E30, so no. I mean, we did get favor, but not anything that's relevant. The big goal here was influence. 381 EO5 influence.